And then let me ask you a question then, actually.
Which one?
Because we're on about minors.
Which friend are you pointing out as a minor?
Why do you hang out with who is 12 years old? Who even confirmed that?
How I even know from the Call Me
friends with
Gravity case?
Why are you friends with him?
Why do I have him friended? I still try to watch over him because sadly he still sympathizes with Calm. You know that? And whenever it came to OpenEye, I met him once again during the Call Me Gravity case. I had gotten asked by the original VR son of Call Me Gravity, the one who had to essentially be lied about being her 10.
She said she wasn't making excuses, then listed excuses. Now is the follow-up on Light-Dentity. What she did, what she admitted. Short version, the internet remembers. If you missed part 1, here's the short version. Light, 24, turning 25 in December. She plays a lot of VRChat. She uses multiple names. We've covered her manipulative behavior with an X and touched on some other allegations. Since then, more people have came forward, and plot twist, it didn't help her case. The first video dropped on October 10th. On October 14th, I had posted a short across multiple social platforms asking for solid info, especially anything tied to Light. People sent in stuff. Spoiler, it wasn't fan mail. Light was obsessed with a Predator case called Call Me Gravity, covered by the creator Celestios almost a year ago.
Which pedophiles have you went after, if you don't mind? Like, I know, like, the big one, like, Tech Gangster, of course, he's the most notorious.
Well, the My Hero community actually has a lot of pedophiles of their own. I've joined in going after Peter Parker 7830, Vapor Wolf, Koei VA, and Call Me Gravity. Those are the main 4 I joined in going after.
Oh, like, who did you join with them?
So I used to work with One Big Nugget and the All Might Kid, as I called the second one.
Knowing a case is fine. What she did was not. Evidence shows she got explicit images tied to the case. Some included an underage person. She sent explicit materials to at least 2 confirmed minors. One was 15, the other was 17 and is now 18, who is one of our team members. After part 1, she hid in her VR group and kicked out anyone who asked basic questions. So we asked her directly. You'll hear her explain what she did and why.
The other adult pedo hunters or anybody to send the evidence to, I was like, how am I going to keep this evidence, like, saved? How am I going to, you know, get this information to be out there properly? And then I was like, well, I want to censor it because even to me this is gross. I was also like, but would censoring it make it invalid evidence? You know, censoring the pedophile. So my mind was going, like, multiple different routes on how to process it. How to censor messages. I knew nothing. This one actually had to teach me quite a bit. Is because whenever it came to the 2 people I sent that evidence over to, whenever it came to the 2 people I sent that evidence to, one I knew was a minor, and I felt bad. The one I knew was a minor was 17, once again known as the All Might Kid. They had asked me for evidence multiple times over before. I originally refused. Then they offered to send an older friend, quote unquote, to come get it, like to retrieve the evidence for me. But then, whenever it comes to that matter, right? Sorry, my brain. Whenever it comes to, you know, the evidence being sent and whatnot, though, I know it was a mistake. And sorry, my brain's like going about multiple thought processes. Sorry if I seem patchy. My bad. Thank you. Yeah, though, I know that mistake was bad, and it's not a mistake I even wanted to pull. I originally wanted to get the evidence out there, just to get it out there for awareness. Not get it out there for, like, anything sickening or disgusting. As genuinely, I'm not into children. And whenever it came to even exposing that evidence, I felt horrible that happened. I really did. Right, back to the topic at hand, though.
Alright, to real.
Whenever it comes to the fact that I sent the evidence to the All Might kid, I had sent it to them around 8:41 a.m. on July 8th of 2024. I know because I looked back on it. I looked back in those DMs after I learned about the incident with the All Might kid's associate. And I had forgotten about that incident. But yeah, I looked back because it's like, I'm willing to call myself out on these issues, but it's like I'm also willing to, like, try to stand up for myself in the fact that since that incident, I had changed from, handling evidence that way. Because I felt bad that it even happened. I didn't want these kids seeing, like, uncensored pedo pictures or any of that. Yeah. Like, I hate that it even happened the first time. I sent it to the All Might kid. Once again, please know I'm not trying to excuse it. I was lacking sleep. Because I had not slept at that point. 8:41 a.m., I still had no sleep. That's just around the time I had probably finished up my talk with that victim, and most likely got off VR. I had forgotten whose age because I wasn't close with you, and since coming back to these DMs, I deleted the evidence out of there. Because I felt bad that it was still there. Here was the message typed prior to sending the picture. Warning, I don't know how to do spoiler covers. And then there would have been the pictures. Then, they said something along the lines of, it's disgusting. So they deleted their messages, okay? That is a great guess, though, on what they said, because I then replied to it saying, it is. So we've technically found more nudes, too. And then, what I ended up saying after that, by like 11 minutes, was also, I apologize for bothering you, but I forgot if you're an adult or a minor, but I am sorry for if you're a minor. Never send this to children. Because after Call Me Gravity, the pedophile that was in those photos, I can confess for the mistake I did, but whenever it comes to also sticking up for myself here, I can confess the fact that I did change my methods and tactics. I did, learn how to handle evidence differently since that mistake. Where I did the wrong thing by sending evidence to minors. It doesn't matter if one kept asking me originally. I still made that mistake. Me committing that mistake does not show as me being into kids. Because it's like, I'm not trying to use autism to excuse myself. I'm trying to explain myself, though. And me having autism is a part of it.
My husband.
You heard it. She admits the sending. She apologizes. And she blames it on too much VR and no sleep. She says those aren't excuses, then uses them like a coupon book. She made an Amori-themed account and hung out in a world called Faraway Town and their Discord server.
There were so many kills. Oh, poor traumatized creature.
Several messages in there show she was trying to get avatar commissions for avatars of the Amori community. I opened a ticket with staff and gave them evidence. They reviewed it, and when I joined, she had left the server trying to hide. They reviewed it and reached out to her. What's even funnier is, when they reached out to her, she fully admits it, and the own moderators felt so disgusted that Light is now permanently blacklisted on all 3 accounts. She's not allowed in their group or their world. And while yes, it is against terms of service to permanently ban someone, even if she makes a Friends Plus instance, a banner will be over her head depicting her as the bad actor she is. This is from the people over at the Amori Town community who have described how this actually goes.
So, here's what I'm concerned about. There are a couple things that I need you to be aware of. Number one, I hate bringing this up, but number one, you just got out of a breakup and you don't seem to be doing too well after every single one. that has occurred. And it's just like, at this point, you have no way of grabbing intel. You have no way of collecting evidence, videotaping conversations. You can report all you want, but at the same time, what are you doing associating with people like that? That's not okay. I'm not saying you're trying to get yourself into trouble, but it's just kind of, it's not safe. But in this situation, I'm concerned that the behaviors you've posed in the past are something you need to work on. You cannot continue casework if you are, I'm trying not to say this in a way where somebody else can hear because this is something private to you. You cannot continue casework if you are harming yourself during a case. You are both mentally, physically,
plus I don't do that during cases.
Unsafe.
I am fine. Genuinely, I am alright.
Maybe not because of them, but you did. Do you remember the other day when you were telling me about the disaster situation and the other situations and whatever? You've got scars all over your body and you are not safe. How are you going to sit here and tell me you have 15 box cutter knives in your house?
Not box cutter knives, razor blades.
You said box cutter knives. Like the razors.
No,
I said that's the same thing.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's a whole box cutter knife.
It's still a blade.
That's different.
Okay, for somebody who has a history of around 15 different blades.
Oh, hello. Okay, they flew away. Whew.
Yeah.
Thank God, that person was on my friends list.
Has about 15 different blades around her house that she has access to 24/7. That's not safe.
Whenever I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Plus some of them got old anyway, so I threw them out.
That doesn't matter. You still had them in your house. You were still bleeding. Doesn't matter if it's simple. Yeah.
First situation that ever ended up that bad.
I think... Let's see, where should we start?
Still,
it's not even the issue, it's... You need to start getting off of your phone during work, too. You can't just be doing shifts and spend it on your phone the entire time, because then you have to go back in, too, and your mother's probably just really worried about you as well. And then there's the focusing on the cases to the point that it's taking apart your life. There's the fact that your headset's nearly falling apart. You really do need to take care of yourself.
My life. It's not destroying my life.
It is destroying your life.
No, it's really not. How would it be? That's my curiosity. Who else
spends nearly 24 hours on a headset, goes to work, spends all of her time on her phone at work, and then comes home back to the headset?
I don't spend nearly 24 hours on the headset.
But you do spend a lot of time. I mean, yes, I sometimes spend up to 7 to 8 hours for investigation purposes, but I still find time to make sure that I'm fed, showered, watered, that my room is made, that I'm clean.
So do I. As do I.
You gotta get some kind of schedule up if that's what's if that's what you were saying is happening. Because there's, like I said, there are a lot of things that you are not only have been showing, but have shown way, way back when we met. Back then I was
What did I show way back when we met?
Back then I was like, oh yeah, you know, she's an adult, I can't really say anything here. Now that I'm an adult and I actually understand. No.
Also, what did I show back then?
There's just a lot of health risks. Different things that you've said, different things you've done. Different things that have just been noticeable. So, there's a lot of things I want to be able to say, but I'm kind of legally bound right now about it.
Legally bound?
But you do need to start taking care of yourself. Seriously.
I'm fine, and I do. I promise.
It's gotten to a point where adult protective services may need to be involved. That's what I'm talking about.
No,
yes,
they don't.
Yes, they do.
Don't even act like it. And I swear, I already have to find whichever contacted them. Because I'll kick them out of my life myself.
Okay, then do it.
I don't appreciate people who cause such issues for my family. Like, no. Don't cause issues for my life or my family.
Right, but you need to get rid of
I'll
the
tell
box
that to
cutters
you
and take care
and
of
the
yourself.
person. I'm fine. I do take care of myself.
Get rid of the box cutters and take care of yourself. You are a safety hazard to yourself.
I am not a safety hazard. I still use them to cut up canvases on occasions whenever I try to paint.
You still use them to cut up canvases on occasion, but you using them more often than a canvas?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm fine, but I get it. Also, while you are my friend, I'll be honest. If you do try to involve,
I already did.
APS, so you did it.
Who else would call them?
I don't know. But I love how he tried to cover for you.
Yeah. You know me well enough to know that if I have to do something, I will do it. And it doesn't matter if you're my friend or not. Doesn't matter if you hate me or not.
I get you, though I don't need it.
I know.
Whether you're my friend or not, don't again like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Start taking care of yourself. It won't happen.
I do. I tolerate this life enough.
Tolerate life enough that you don't take care of yourself, or tolerate it enough that...
I take care of myself fine. Thank you.
Then I wouldn't have done what I did.
And guess what? I still take care of myself fine, even if you don't think I do. People have darker periods, I will say. Still, don't like that. Fortunately for you, I've not been contacted by them yet. I will deny absolutely everything.
Like, I will tell you this.
I'm glad.
I don't care if you think it's fortunate or not, but you need to take care of yourself.
I think it is. I do. I already do.
I'll take your word for it 50%.
Sure. But still. Not that I want to be disrespectful.
I don't care if you're disrespectful.
Like that.
What I care about is that you're taking care of yourself, and if you're not taking care of yourself, then it's my job to step in.
I already do.
With all of my suspects. That's how I've been with all of my victims, too. With everybody that I've been working with, that's how it is every single time. Colleague or not, friend or not, stranger or not, enemy or not. If I have a suspect, the first thing I ever tell the cops is, hey, get them a hospital. Because it's not my jurisdiction to encourage someone harming themselves. Even with Kamal Ravity, the first report when she was called in was that she was really, really bad with sending pictures of her body out to kill kids. She needed therapy. She needed assistance. She needed a doctor. It's not that necessarily everybody is born a way where they want to do something harmful. It's not necessarily that people are born in a way where they want to do something harmful. It's that one day they wake up and so they can't do it anymore. A predator isn't born, they're made. That is something I've come to learn.
I know.
And when it comes to you, specifically you, I'm not about to sit here and watch somebody that I trust turn into a bad person because they can't do something that they need to be doing to make sure they live a healthy life. There is more to life.
I live a fine life.
Predator living.
Thank you.
There's more to life than predator hunting. There's more to life than expending yourself in
I
a way
know.
where one of these days you're going to get killed. And I'm not saying you should retire. I'm saying you need to get it together before you continue. That is
I'm already fine. I'm already perfectly fine, and personally, as you would not know, I don't really need pushed out in other ways by anyone else at this point in time. Like, it's fine, I guess, if you keep me out of your whole thing. I'll find it with someone else.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, one of the better preoccupations, getting pushed away from everything by every single I have to go and deal with, is not needed.
Well,
if I needed to isolate myself from things so bad, I would. I'm fine though. I make sure I'm fine. I even have a whole first aid kits for if I really want to do it again.
I still don't believe you.
On what end?
On every account. Your voice, number one, the tone you're using with me is the kind that feels like they're being attacked.
I'm annoyed.
Or annoyed. But it's also the kind of tone that gets used when somebody wants control. And in this situation, I've told you what I think, and you're not going to change my opinion.
I know I can't change your mind, but at the same time, I don't think literally isolating me from, like, one of the better preoccupations is the best idea.
You're not being isolated, you're being told to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and guess what? I take care of myself. I do.
When's the last time you showered?
Probably like a day ago.
And after that?
Maybe even...
Or not after that, before that?
After that?
Before that?
Before that. Let's see, so... Yesterday, then bounced back by 2 days prior to that.
So, you took a shower, 2 showers in the span of 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were both 2 days apart. Now, what about after that, before that one?
Before that one? I think... Sorry, I'm trying to calculate days. So, yeah, yesterday is and Sunday. Then Saturday, Friday... I want to say the Tuesday prior to that?
Sunday, Wednesday, so the day before?
Sunday, and then if you go back like 2 days prior to that, that's like Friday, if not Thursday night. Then go back like 3 more days from there, and that's Tuesday.
Sunday, Saturday, Friday. 2 days apart would have been Thursday. And then 2 days before that would have been Tuesday.
From Sunday?
Monday, yeah. So Sunday night.
Okay, so it would have been like
Saturday,
somewhere Thursday.
Friday, Thursday. And then before Thursday would have been Wednesday, then Tuesday. So if they were 2 days apart each time, it would have been Monday. It would have been Monday, Thursday.
They're not
Sunday.
always.
But here's my question. How often, like, genuinely, it's not because I'm trying to pick on you or be mean. Genuinely, how often is it about a week between each? Or 2? Or 3?
Not often? Why?
Think about what you just told me. What you just said. Not often. Which means it does happen.
It's happened on occasion. That doesn't mean I'm not fine.
Yeah. I'm not saying it happens often, but not often is still too much. When you're showering, like, Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Monday, it's... You gotta get clean more often than that.
Oh, I've dealt with that multiple times.
If you are willing to socialize with a predator and their little ring of doohickeys, you can socialize with genuinely good people. If it takes
I don't want to socialize with normal people.
If it takes me finding a bunch of people that are like you for you to hang out with them, I'll do it.
No.
But you gotta figure out that there's more to life than being friends with predators. and more to life than
I know there is.
And more to life.
I already know there is. And guess what? I take care of myself, and I already tolerate every single bit of my life that I'm mainly in. I already am aware.
Is great, but
Tolerates. That's a fine mindset considering. Especially with like everything I'm being pushed out of. Not even just from you. Speaking of, lucky I don't block you. Man, you don't know how much anxiety that me last night whenever I finally learned of it.
Here's the thing. I don't care if you block me. Like, you say lucky enough, and I genuinely don't give a like, that's the one thing I can tell you.
Fair.
Like, I know...
Like, we've mainly been friends.
Yeah, we...
And it's like, you know, being a solve it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Neither does someone's life just because...
With your life.
They don't do things to a certain standard. No. Oh, yes, you were. That's a whole risk of my life.
That is a risk of your life.
Jeff told you that is an invasion of my privacy.
Sure.
He was right.
Sure. But here's the thing.
Yeah, he's right.
When you are not telling your mother what you are doing behind closed doors...
She knew about this.
Exactly, which is negligence. Literally negligence.
That's not negligence.
A channel called One Big Diarrhea used my face, remixed my short with one of my selfies, and targeted me. Yes, the name is mature as a cafeteria food fight. Light had those selfies from when we were still friends. She even admitted in several text messages that she had saved them. It looks like someone used them to take cheap shots. They also filed a bogus copyright strike claiming I was impersonating them. Platform reviewed it and tossed it. As if you're going to swing policy, read the rules first. I verified my YouTube with my photo ID when I first started uploading. User Faded joined my Discord server asking to talk. He pulled in 2 other people. Our logs show he invited them. Even though one said they didn't know him, we did a 2-hour call. His questions seemed to favor Light.
Okay.
So, the reason why I've messaged you, Neith, is because this person, Light-Dentity, whatever the name is, has reached out to me at like 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday. So, I sat on call with them for an hour, hearing them out. Just hearing them out. Obviously, I've watched the video too. She didn't give me the link or anything. I just thought, fuck, I'm just going to search it. And you popped up because I remembered the name that she gave me. She just said, I'm not giving you the link, but the name's like One Big Nugget.
Did she mention that she has pictures of a 15-year-old's genitalia? She sent those also to minors as a censored formation. She didn't just send nudes to kids, she sent CP.
Oh my, this question.
Right, yeah, I've been told that. I'm fully aware of that situation. Yeah.
Oh my. Can you hear me?
Look, I don't disagree with a lot of things that you do. I mean, I kind of agree what you do. You do the same line of work, and like I said, I respect you as a person. You know, we're both content creators on YouTube.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, right? But you don't really.
And I've done a fair few videos of Blah and clouds and all that in the past. So
I don't know if that's because
I've got my fair share of where my toes are dipped. I'm sure you're in them Discord servers. No, she asked me she asked me 3 questions because she rang me and I said, what's going on? So she said that another YouTuber was attacking her, so I've obviously reached out and gone, which YouTuber you're referring to. And obviously I'm in a group chat with like Erg and stuff like that, Prox, and even mentioned your name in there, and they said they never heard of you either.
Oh no, that's something I do need to mention. She would call me like very often, or like join me very, very often and be like, hey, I know I asked this before, but do you think I'm a pedophile? Somebody should not be asking, like at the time I was a kid and then I turned 18 and it kept going as I was 18. And I'm just like, okay, why are you asking me over and over if I see you as a pedophile? She kept saying, like, oh, I'm afraid of being seen of this, I'm so scared of that, and I just don't want you to think of me any different even though I told you this or that. And I'm like, I don't think you're a pedophile. Like, it got to the point that every time she, like, requested off of me or, like, tried to invite me, she, like, the main question she would ask is if I thought she was a pedophile, to the point that when she joined me, I'd be like, hey, are you here to ask me if you're a pedophile again?
Yeah, okay.
His questions favored Light. Questions are fine. Math was not. He claimed he knows the most big VR trolling creators and has a group chat with them. Our checks came back empty. His channel shows 33,000 subs with only 2 videos and the top at 2,500 views. The growth pattern like this looks like a big jump in May. Then a big drop off. That's the usual shape you see when someone buys their subs. But this isn't a court ruling, but if it walks, it quacks. We joined his Discord server, about 700 members. Many accounts created within the same 2-week span, random name and numbers, almost no activity. After we started asking real questions, we got locked out. He rebranded, copied parts of my server word for word, and then kicked us out and then turned on application to join for his server. Now, looking into him even more, his VRChat group, VRChat Encounters, used to host NSFW bar nights about a year ago. Predator hunting bars? Some bar owners said he offered protection if they promoted his server then did nothing. Light once praised Celestios for clearing up the VR space. Then she opened a ticket in his server against me and my team. My team member replied with context. We got permission to show the relevant screenshots. This is the same YouTuber who went and called out Calmaravity, who Light was looking up to. And they had this to say about Light. We were given full permission to use these. They were even banned from that server. From Celestios' server. Celestios does not hide in his server that this is his other account. It's literally in his staff introductions. This isn't a one-time mistake. It's a pattern. Sharing explicit content with minors, then trying to justify it. Hiding in a private group, pulling in sketchy aliases. Real safety work means clean evidence and clean hands. Anything else helps the people we're supposed to stop. Do not message Light. Do not harass her friends. If you have real info, use the ticket system in the description. If anyone is in danger, use official hotlines. Keyboard rage doesn't save kids. Proper reports do. This video isn't here to harass. This video is here to fully expose this person, as they own a fairly large group in VRChat where a lot of minors reside. We know for a fact their Discord server has also underage users in it as well, and she is someone who is 24 and clearly has shown a danger to. She has tried reaching out to 2 separate content creators, one of which turned out to be a fraud, and then the second one basically told her that what I did was a slap on the wrist. If that doesn't speak, then something else should, because the fact that she still thinks in her head and her own world that she's innocent and has done nothing, think about what she's done. She took images, not of herself, but of a predator. Now, the images themselves contain a screenshot of 2 individuals exchanging inappropriate content. Light had taken it upon herself to save those pictures and send those to other people. And then even goes as far as apologizing to the people she sent it to, saying she didn't know if they're a minor or not. I'm sorry, but Celestios is right. It is your job as an adult. You hold the fault when it comes to doing that. And admitting you did wrong and then saying excuses like you're sleep deprived doesn't excuse it, doesn't do anything. And what's going to end up happening is it's going to keep on happening since she keeps hyperfixating on these cases. The amount of people we've had come attack us from her who then get turned against her after we show them what she's done is wild. She constantly creates group chats on Discord, throwing in people, trying to make herself look better, but then people come to us with what she's saying that they can't believe she just admitted to doing this and thinks it's okay. She has proven she's not just a danger to herself, she is a danger to the community. The first video focused on her ex and her behavior. This video is focusing on what has come to light after exposing her for what she really is. If you think it's okay to expose children as an adult to inappropriate things, then you're also part of the problem.
best girl in Cyberpunk.
Anyway, now,
coming this way.
That's me.
any more questions?
Oh.
Any more you want to bring up? I will bring the context.
Why don't you like talking about your ex that much? Especially how you abuse
Which
her.
one?
You know.
Jev?
Yeah.
I talked about the whole situation that happened with him. I did.
Not earlier.
Actually, multiple times.
With your little two friends there, who are also minors. You know.
What is it?
You know, with your two friends, who one of them is here and they're a minor. And then let me ask you a question then. Actually,
which one?
Because we're on about minors.
Which friend are you pointing out as a minor?
Why do you hang out with who is 12 years old? Who even confirmed
How
that?
I even know is from
Why
the
are you friends with him?
Gravity case.
Why are you friends with him?
Why do I have him friended? I still try to watch over him because sadly he still sympathizes with Calm. You know that? And whenever it came to OpenEye, I met him once again during the Calm Gravity case. I had gotten asked by the original VR son of Calm Gravity, the one who had to essentially be lied about being her 10-year-old baby whenever he was just a 13-year-old regular, not baby boy. He asked me to help, quote unquote, save. That's what I got asked. And you know, I still care. And I try to watch over that kid and give the best advice I can. Like whenever I found out that he lied about being 12 last year, I flipped out on him for over an hour. I got onto him. I told his ass to not lie about his to people. And any time I've been around anybody who has met in general or even through me, I tell them about the fact he lied about his age before. I make that known out of concern.
If you care about him so much, then why don't you tell him? This game is 13 plus.
I already tried. I already attempted to tell him, but I can't make him leave. The most I can do is try to be some form of a role model if I can be. The most I can do is try to teach the lessons that I can. Yes, it's death.
Traffic, go, bro.
Probably. Are you sure you don't have him blocked from earlier today? Okay. Alright.
That's enough.
Any more questions?
Nah.
Bring them up.
I think that's enough.